Hey everybody, welcome to the channel. Today, we're diving into a place that's brimming with life, culture, and history. A place where every corner tells a story, and every street is a canvas of vibrant colors and sounds. You know, sometimes I like to get away from this crazy town, Hollywood I mean, and just relax. Hollywood is great, don't get me wrong, but it can get a bit overwhelming with its constant hustle and bustle, the never-ending stream of events, and the ever-present paparazzi. So I often find myself yearning for a place where I can escape all that noise. A place with no paparazzi, no crazy award shows, just good vibes. A place where I can unwind, breathe in the fresh air, and soak in the natural beauty. So today we're going on a little trip to a place that's full of surprises. A place where the music's hot, the cars are cooler, and the history, well, let's just say it's complicated. Cuba is a land of contrasts, where the old meets the new, and tradition blends seamlessly with modernity. That's right, we're diving into the vibrant and fascinating world of Cuba. From the bustling streets of Havana to the serene beaches of Varadero, Cuba offers a unique blend of experiences that are sure to captivate your senses. From its rich history to its stunning beaches, there's so much to explore. Whether you're a history buff, a beach lover, or someone who just loves to immerse themselves in new cultures, Cuba has something for everyone. So buckle up because we're about to embark on a wild ride. We'll explore the cobblestone streets of Old Havana, marvel at the colonial architecture, and enjoy the rhythm of Cuban music that fills the air. We'll take a ride in one of those iconic classic cars, visit historical landmarks, and maybe even learn a few dance moves along the way. So sit back, relax, and join me as we uncover the magic of Cuba together. Alright, let's be real folks, you can't talk about Cuba without talking about the food. The vibrant, colorful, and aromatic world of Cuban cuisine is an experience in itself. It's a journey through history, culture, and tradition, all wrapped up in delicious flavors. And no, I'm not just talking about those Cuban sandwiches you get at the gas station, though, don't get me wrong, those are pretty great too. The Cuban sandwich with its layers of ham, roasted pork, Swiss cheese, pickles, and mustard pressed to perfection is just the tip of the iceberg. I'm talking about real-deal, authentic Cuban cuisine, the kind that tells a story with every bite, the kind that makes you feel like you're sitting at a family dinner table in Havana, surrounded by laughter and music. Let's dive into ropa vieja, which, fun fact, actually means old clothes in Spanish. This dish has a history as rich as its flavor. It's said to have originated from the Canary Islands and was brought to Cuba by Spanish settlers. Don't worry, it tastes way better than it sounds. Imagine tender shredded beef, simmered in a savory tomato-based sauce with bell peppers, onions, and a blend of spices that make your taste buds dance. It's this flavorful, slow-cooked beef dish that'll make you want to lick the plate clean. Every bite is a burst of flavor, a testament to the slow cooking process that infuses the meat with all those wonderful spices. And then there's the seafood. Cuba, being an island nation, boasts an incredible variety of fresh seafood. From succulent shrimp to tender lobster, the ocean's bounty is a staple in Cuban kitchens. Fresh caught, cooked to perfection, and seasoned with that Caribbean flair. The use of citrus, garlic, and herbs like cilantro and parsley brings out the natural flavors of the seafood, making each dish a delightful experience. Trust me, your taste buds will be thanking you. Whether it's a simple grilled fish or a complex seafood stew, the freshness and seasoning make all the difference. Let's not forget tostones, those twice-fried plantain slices that are crispy on the outside and tender on the inside. They're a popular side dish and snack, often served with a garlic dipping sauce that adds an extra punch of flavor. Tostones are a perfect example of how simple ingredients can be transformed into something extraordinary with the right technique and seasoning. And of course, we can't leave out the famous Cuban sandwich. This iconic dish is more than just a meal, it's a symbol of Cuban culture and history. Each ingredient, from the roasted pork to the pickles, tells a story of the island's diverse influences. So next time you think of Cuban food, remember, it's more than just a sandwich. It's a culinary adventure waiting to be explored, filled with unique flavors, ingredients, and cooking techniques that make it truly special. Now, Cuba's culture is like a delicious mojito on a hot day. Refreshing, vibrant, and with a little kick. Imagine sipping on that mojito while soaking in the lively atmosphere of a Cuban street, where every corner is bursting with life and color. The people here know how to enjoy the simple pleasures of life, and it's contagious. The art scene is exploding with color, with murals that tell stories of the island's rich history and vibrant present. Cuban painters pour their souls into their work, creating masterpieces that are both visually stunning and deeply meaningful. Art galleries here are not just places to view art, they are cultural hubs where creativity thrives. The music will make you want to move your hips, whether it's the rhythmic beats of salsa, the soulful sounds of sun, or the energetic vibes of reggaeton. Street musicians fill the air with melodies that make it impossible to stand still. In Cuba, music is the heartbeat of everyday life, and dancing is a way of expressing joy and freedom. And the festivals? Don't even get me started. From the colorful parades of Carnival to the lively celebrations of the Havana Jazz Festival, there's always something to celebrate. These festivals are a feast for the senses with vibrant costumes, infectious music, and an atmosphere of pure joy. It's a time when the entire community comes together to celebrate their shared culture and heritage. They know how to party down there. The nightlife in Cuba is legendary, with clubs and bars that stay open until the early hours of the morning. Whether you're into dancing the night away or enjoying a quiet drink with friends, there's something for everyone. The energy is electric, and the people are warm and welcoming. The warmth of the people, the richness of the culture, and the joy of the celebrations make Cuba a place like no other. It's a destination that captures the heart and soul, leaving you with memories that will last a lifetime. So if you're looking for a holiday experience that is truly unique, look no further than Cuba. It's a place where every day feels like a celebration and the culture is so rich it should be illegal. Okay, let's address the elephant in the room. Cuba's history is, well, complicated to say the least. We're talking revolution, embargoes, Cold War tension. It's a lot to unpack. But it's also what makes Cuba so darn interesting. From the iconic image of Che Guevara to the stories of life before the revolution, Cuba's past is a tangled web of triumph and struggle. But hey, who doesn't love a little intrigue, right? Alright, party people, let's talk nightlife. When the sun goes down in Cuba, the real fun begins. Havana, the capital city, is like a giant fiesta waiting to happen. We're talking salsa clubs, rooftop bars with killer views, and live music spilling out onto the streets. And the best part? Cubans know how to party. They'll have you dancing all night long, even if you think you have two left feet. Trust me, you'll be moving to the beat before you know it. One of the things that makes Cuba so special is its people. It's a melting pot of cultures and ethnicities, a beautiful blend of African, European, and indigenous influences. And you know what? They all coexist in this amazing harmony. It's a beautiful thing to see. From the music to the food to the way people interact, Cuba's diversity is on full display, and it's a beautiful thing to witness. Now let's talk about those beaches, shall we? Cuba is home to some of the most stunning stretches of sand and turquoise water you'll ever lay eyes on. We're talking Varadero with its powdery white sand and crystal clear water. And then there's Cayo Coco, a secluded paradise where you can swim with dolphins and pretend you're a castaway on a deserted island. Just don't forget the sunscreen. But Cuba's beauty goes beyond its beaches. We're talking lush green valleys like the Vinales Valley, where time seems to stand still. Imagine towering limestone cliffs covered in greenery, and farmers still using traditional methods to cultivate the land. It's like stepping back in time. And then there's the Sierra Maestra Mountains, a hiker's paradise with breathtaking views and hidden waterfalls. Cuba's got it all, folks. Chapter 8. Music and dance. It's in their blood. You can't talk about Cuba without talking about the music and the dancing. It's in their blood, folks. From the moment you arrive, you'll be surrounded by the sounds of salsa, rumba, and sun. And don't even try to resist the urge to move your feet. Whether you're a seasoned dancer or a complete novice, you'll find yourself swaying to the rhythm in no time. It's infectious. Chapter 9. Classic Cars. A blast from the past. Alright gearheads, this one's for you. Cuba is like a giant rolling museum of classic cars. We're talking vintage Chevys, Buicks, and Fords, all lovingly maintained and still cruising the streets. It's like stepping back in time to the 1950s. And you know what? These cars aren't just for show, they're still used for everyday transportation. Talk about cool. Chapter 10. Cigars. A puff of luxury. And last but not least, we have to talk about those Cuban cigars. They're legendary, folks. Hand-rolled with the finest tobacco in the world, Cuban cigars are a symbol of luxury and indulgence. Whether you're a seasoned smoker or just curious to try, a visit to a Cuban cigar factory is a must. You'll learn about the history, the process, and even get to try one for yourself. Just don't inhale. Outro hasta luego, Cuba! Well folks, there you have it. Our whirlwind tour of Cuba has come to an end. From the food to the culture to the history, Cuba is a country that will stay with you long after you've left. So, what are you waiting for? Book that trip. You won't regret it. Thanks for watching. Remember to subscribe to the channel for more amazing content. See you in the next video.